Your tax dollars at the center of a budget showdown.
This budget was not an agreement.
The governor and Republicans at odds.
These are dollars that belong to Oklahomans, and they deserve to know how they're being spent.
One day after Governor Stitt told lawmakers to go back to the drawing board, Republicans ending the regular legislative session, but not before firing back.
The governor's own party overriding his vetoes and blasting his actions. Grove Republican Josh West tweeting in reply to another lawmaker, "I don't know if I've ever met a true narcissist until now." Speaking of the governor, if he really wanted transparency, then why did he veto Senate Bill 1695, referring to a measure allowing more financial disclosure of the governor's appointees? News 4's Nick Camper at the state capitol with more on today's actions. Nick.
Yeah, and lawmakers took action on that measure, plus another veto by the governor, which would have given the state auditor more authority in investigating public finances.
Let the auditor dig into every single agency and find out where money's being wasted and how we could do it better.
The leader of the Swadley Special House investigation, Representative Ryan Martinez, supports giving more autonomy to the state auditor. HB 1090 would allow the auditor to look into the books and finances of state agencies without the direction of the governor.
These are dollars that belong to Oklahomans, and they deserve to know how they're being spent.
Also signed Friday in the House, Senate Bill 1695. The override would require financial disclosures from those who are appointed by the governor as a director of an agency or who are appointed as a cabinet secretary of the governor. In the governor's veto, he says, "I would urge the legislature to revisit the topic and pass legislation that subjects all state officers, whether elected, appointed, or subject to retention election." The veto override passed 84-1, with Martinez moving for the bill to become law.
Why would you veto something that is going to create more openness and transparency?
So one more note, that House Bill 1090, it passed in the House, but it did not pass in the Senate, so that override officially failed. But between the two votes, it was 1090 and it was 1695. In the House, it was 84-1, that was the vote, and 84-0, which was a rare show of bipartisanship, quite an ironic way to end a very contentious legislative session. Live at the Capitol, Nick Camper, Oklahoma's News 4.